Gentlemen and ladies, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and the Doge team just made a huge announcement that will put a lot of liquidity back into the pockets of American taxpayers. If this happens this year, which is very likely, it will cause cryptocurrency to soar. I want to discuss a lot of other significant factors that will contribute to a tremendous XRP surge in today's video. But I want to start with this news first. People are getting back a lot more money than they were expecting, so even though some of you may have heard about it already, I'm going to go into great detail and discuss what this implies. As you can see, Elon Musk is talking about giving every taxpayer a Doge dividend tax refund. For those of you who do not know, Doge was implicated in several cases of fraud, mismanagement, and misuse of public funds throughout all government agencies that handle taxpayer funds. In addition to numerous other cases, they discovered that USAID was actually embezzling tens of billions of dollars in public funds. Elon Musk is now effectively claiming that the US government is wasting trillions of dollars. So, among many other mind-blowing things, they are talking about giving the taxpayer a refund for all of the waste they had during all of these various activities, including some completely crazy things like paying $25,000 for a coffee mug at the Pentagon. And this is fantastic, in my opinion. Taxpayers ought to receive a sizable reimbursement for the mistreatment they endured at the hands of numerous government organizations who are making money off of you all. Isn't this the deal? This will be a sizable sum of money that will be returned and paid to the taxpayer all at once, much like the stimulus checks during the pandemic. To make this happen, they will either have to switch on the money printer, often known as quantitative easing, or they will have to reclaim the money from the people who stole it. This money will not suddenly emerge out of thin air, and with what they are suggesting, each individual will truly receive a substantial sum of money. It's not a little cash all at once. Since it will likely mean a lot to many of you, I want to go over exactly what this means. And if this occurs, it will lead to a boon for XRP and the cryptocurrency market. According to Elon Musk, Doge is thinking of giving US taxpayers $5,000 return checks. This idea would distribute $400 billion to 79 million families. It represents 20% of Doge's anticipated 2026 savings. What does this signify? They will, however, explain. As you can see, it all started when a former user shared the idea below. 20% of Doge's estimated $2 trillion in savings would be redistributed under the idea. One of the main features of the idea is that only households that are net payers of federal income tax would get a $5,000 refund. Data from the Tax Policy Center shows that 40.1% of U.S. taxpayers are thinking about not filing their taxes. As of 2024, there are 132 million households in the United States. The Doge dividend check would only be distributed to 59.9% of households. The stimulus we got during the pandemic is a little different than this. According to the IRS, these are the requirements for the 2020 pandemic stimulus payments. The full payment is made to taxpayers with adjusted gross incomes up to $150,000 for married couples filing joint returns and up to $75,000 for individuals. There is no requirement to be a net payer. According to the Doge dividend proposal, there are four main advantages: making amends for wrongs done to taxpayers, allowing taxpayers to benefit from cost reductions, boosting morale to raise U.S. tax revenues, and providing incentives for labor force participation in 2025. Naturally, there is also the issue of inflation, which I also want to discuss. As you can see, the U.S. previously provided around $4 trillion in pandemic stimulus, which was objectively inflationary and for which we are still paying now. Does this mean that the Doge dividend is different? Well, it's a little different, but with all the money coming out, we would still anticipate at least a slight inflationary effect. According to the idea, Doge savings would be used to pay for the $5,000 reimbursement. The $4 trillion in fiscal stimulus that was financed by deficit spending is not the same as this. Additionally, it makes the case that only tax-paying households with a greater inclination to save receive the refund. Thus, all of them are positive things. In conclusion, there would be lower inflation than you would anticipate otherwise. However, that $5,000 is a tremendous sum since it will be invested by responsible taxpayers who are upholding social justice. Therefore, the number of 79 million households who would receive this $5,000 refund check and choose to reinvest the money into, let's say, cryptocurrency will be quite large, particularly for the leading cryptocurrencies in the market at the moment. You know, you do 5,000 times 79 million, that is a substantial cash rate lump amount. The amount at stake is close to $400 billion. A mere 10% of these individuals investing in cryptocurrencies would result in an extra $39 billion in liquidity, coming only from these small taxpayers. However, I do believe that the overall long-term impact would be far better than that, as we would likely witness a significant increase in the number of people entering the cryptocurrency field as it continues to expand, similar to what we have seen in November, December, and January. Similar to the 2020 pandemic and everyone buying in at the moment, I believe the cumulative snowball effect of what this could bring to the cryptocurrency markets will be absolutely ridiculous. This is pretty amazing, so I really wanted to share it with you guys. However, I am personally excited about a lot of other things that are actually happening in the markets at the moment. Additionally, we can observe that for the first time since 2023, Binance US is accepting USD deposits and withdrawals. Once more, while Binance US was working with the Securities and Exchange Commission, billions of dollars worth of funds were locked up on the platform. However, now that they've worked everything out, it appears that we'll be getting a lot of great developments that will help the cryptocurrency industry advance and make many of these locked money operational once more. Indeed, there are a lot of stablecoin balances on this site, which implies that many individuals will probably convert this to the cryptocurrencies they have been attempting to purchase all along. It's highly likely that many of you who are watching this video actually have money that was locked up in Binance US. If you plan to use your locked up stablecoins to purchase more XRP, please let me know in the comments section below. I'm sure I would be doing that myself if I had money locked up there. This is fantastic. I would like to inform everyone that